Hi, I'm Laura with Trick Training ATX, and today we're going to teach our dogs how to target a disc with their nose and also how to get in the box. Okay, cool. Today what we're going to do is we're going to teach our dog to touch their nose to a target disc. Initially what we're going to do is we're going to train this really up close, just working with the disc in our hand. Eventually though, what we want to have is a dog that will send several feet away to the disc on the ground and touch their nose to it. But like I said, we're going to start first up close. So what we're going to do today is we're going to start training Stormy here to target her nose to this target disc. Now when you do this initially with the dog, you want to make sure that you're giving them a really clear picture. Like for example, you don't want to hold the disc with your thumb blocking part of the surface area. You want to have the dog have as much of the surface area available to it, and you also don't want to have anything confusing the picture, like an extra thumb in there might confuse the dog as to actually what they're targeting. So what I'm going to do, hey Stormy, is I'm going to present the disc. Yep. And every time she touches it with her nose, yep, I mark that verbally and then follow up with reward. I'm not using a clicker here because I already have a disc in my hand and then I'm also treating her, so it would be too many things. So what we're going to do now is we're going to start training Stormy to get in the box. Hey Stormy girl. And what we want to do with this is I'm going to go ahead and pre-shape this, which basically means I'm using a clicker and I'm not telling my dog what to do by luring them. I'm letting them discover what to do on their own, and then I'm reinforcing them when that happens. So setting the box down. Any interaction initially with the box, I pay that. So she sniffs the box, I click, I don't know if you can hear that click, and then I throw the treat in the box, so that provides further interaction. So every time she goes over to the box, she gets clicked and rewarded. And I'm not telling her what to do, but if she walks over beside me, I will put my body in between her and the box. I mean, put the box between me and her so that, what are you doing? I'm also not really looking at her. I shouldn't have really talked to her just now, but what I want her to do is like engage with her environment more. See, she just sniffed the box, so that I took that opportunity to reward. And now if she does anything else, she jumped out of the box. Any behavior in the box, like if she takes a couple of steps into the box, that gets paid. She's not entirely convinced. And this is part of what the game is. It's like playing hot and cold, but you can only tell the dog when they're hot. She licked at the box and then she stepped into the box. That gave me another behavior to reward. And then she jumped out of the box and I was like, sure, I'll do that. And now she stepped into the box, I can pay that. She's looking, she's like, where did the treats go? And what I'm really looking for is her to voluntarily take a step into the box without my prompting. And when that happens, and then she gets marked and rewarded for it, you hope that that begins to communicate to her. See, she just barely touched, oh, she jumped inside. And what I can also do is if I get a good behavior from the dog, and she already wants to do things in it. So she set a foot down again, I paid that. Another foot touch, I paid that. Another foot shuffle, I'll pay that. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of backing up a little bit because I'd really like her to get her back feet in too, but I want her to figure it out on her own. So she shuffled around trying to get paid more, and she's starting to figure it out. And she's edging a little bit closer in. So again, what I'm doing is I'm clicking her whenever she makes a move in the box, like there she was sniffing, so I paid that. But every behavior in the box gets paid, but what a good girl. And so since she put all of her feet in the box just then, she gets a jackpot. And then what I might do, let's go, is I might toss a treat out before she gets out of the box on her own, I say, let's go, and I toss a treat. So I've released her verbally, and then I've caused her to get out of the box, and then I immediately pick the box up so she doesn't have access to it. And my first training session, what I might do is just like hang out here with the box for like a full minute. Then I can put it back down and start the whole thing over again. So that's what we're gonna do. Chop. I fed her out of my hand that time, which is typically not something I do. I'm feeding her for looks. I'm clicking and rewarding her for looks now. She's like, do I get paid for sniffing? Let's go. So what I did is I released her from the box, and then I'm gonna see if she's gonna go back to it. And then she immediately gets a treat. What I'd like to see is her back legs in, so I'm putting the treat down just far enough to where she has to put her back feet in the box, because that seems to be what she's hesitant about right now. Good job. There we go. Let's go. Oh, what was that? Did you see? I just ruined it. I ran out of a treats before she stood with, oh, what a good dog. With all fours in there. I'm such a bad trainer. Let's just go with that though. What were you? She's starting to understand that it's about the back feet too. What I'd really like to get at this point is what I just got, a sit. Yeah. And this box is a little bit too small for her to lie down in comfortably. So if I want to get a lie down in the box, I should really, let's go, pair with something else. Ready. She got jackpot. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was helpful to you, and I'll see you guys all in class.